Alright guys, how are you all doing tonight? Hope you're all well. I'm back over here for a while. Yeah. Hope everybody's had a good day today. Feel free to ask questions. So how's everybody doing anyway? You alright guys? Hello, who's this that's just joined? How you doing this evening? You alright? Welcome in here guys. Welcome. Make sure you follow, subscribe if you're new here. So you've all been up to today then guys? I've been out busking today. Yeah, so I've enjoyed doing that. Really been enjoying it. It's been quite fun to get out there, and it's a really good confidence builder. I mean, I think that it's a great way to build your character up. So that you become more, better at, sort of, because you have to start learning to be able to talk to large crowds of people that you don't know, and for some people that can be quite daunting. But you just gotta build it up over time. You get more confident, and then you'll sort of become just like it'll be something that will translate into other areas of your life where you'll feel more confident doing other things like public speaking or things like that. Hello, welcome in people. How you all doing this evening? You all right? So I think that doing something like busking is a great way to get out of your comfort zone and do something that's hello, 28 people. Well, hello guys, you all right, everybody? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Let's just go to the watch page. Oh, there's somebody here. Hello, VJ. You all right? Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. Hello, Vintage. You all right? I'm good, thank you. Been out busking today. I was singing in town. Had a really good time with that. So let's get the likes up, guys. Subscribe if you're new here. Hello, VJ. Oh, India. Oh, yeah, I'm in York, England myself. Thank you for the like, whoever did that. Much appreciated. Hello, Nix Co. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Hello, Banu. How you doing? Hello, official Sapna Gautam. You all right? Good evening to you. Seputor, what is up? Good evening to you. Hello, Gio. Nice to meet you. How you doing this evening, guys? Share this out if you can, everybody. Make sure you follow if you're new. Oh, Gio's from Georgia. Hello, Banu. You all right? Good evening to you. Seputor is from Indonesia. Wow, getting people from all over the world in here. Hello to you, Vintage 7. I've shouted you out there, haven't I? Thank you for the likes, guys. Let's keep liking the live. 28 in the house. 2 likes. Come on, we can do better than this. So it takes you a second to do. Thank you for the likes. Now, cool. Hello, V Raja. You all right? So, like I was saying before about busking, you should maybe get out to Tbilisi. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, you have a Georgia. Yeah. I have. Okay. Good for you, Sefitar. Anyway, share the live, guys, if you can. Let's get some more people in the room. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. So I'm going to be going live on here. So yeah, feel free to ask questions. This is health, wealth, and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Nick. So, what do you mean? What's that? Hello, Malik. Good evening to you. How's your day been? Hope you're doing well, everybody. Hello, Juan. Nice to meet you, Juan. Where are you from? It's Same. No, or is that Same? Sorry. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys speak English. It's an English-speaking chat, by the way. So, anyway, yeah, so I was quite pissed off early this morning, but yeah, it's just there's been some shit going on over on TikTok, and I've just been getting some really weird people, like some troll like people, whatever they are. Hello, Tommy, how you doing? I'm from Slovakia. Nice to meet you, Suki. How's it going? You speak English, cool then. How are your family members? It's not too bad, thank you for asking. How about yourself? How are your family members? I hope all is well. Yeah, I don't really see my family a whole lot, but yeah. I'm kind of like a lone wolf kind of person. I don't really have a lot of friends that I hang around with. And yeah, I kind of just tend to keep to myself and usually just go online. If I want to talk to people, I tend to just go online. I tend to do things on my terms. In fact, I had someone on my TikTok video said I had Sigma traits. I mean, call it whatever you want. I don't really care. I don't go by any of these silly labels and stuff. I feel like these labels are a bit childish. You know, like when they go on about Chad and, you know, all these things, Tyrone, whatever. Hello, Tommy. Same here, brother. What do you mean? So same what you're on about, like the labels and stuff, like, or what do you mean? Anyway, thank you for the 5 likes, everybody. Share the live if you can. So yeah, I feel like labels are kind of just like, it pins you down to a certain thing, and it's like you're this, you're that, and I don't like the idea of labeling yourself. I think it's, you know, I like to just feel like I'm, you know, an individual. But you look what? Sorry, but you look like a Chad. I mean, I've had people say that I'm a Chad, but you know, I've been getting some, you know, getting the, yeah, been doing the gym stuff lately, yeah. Loan stuff, when need the interaction, I go online, yeah. I suppose you could say it's like, you could say it's the easy way, you could say it's like you know, you could say it's a bit of a cop-out, but to be fair though, I was at this fitness park last night, and I did actually go out my way to talk to the guy there. He was actually like, I went there, there's this other guy at the park, I was like, you know what, I'll just talk to this guy. So it was actually good to just do that. I feel like when the weather's warm, I don't know if you've realized, I tend to be more social when we've got warm or hot weather. I tend to be a bit more like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just that, I don't know if it's the testosterone or what, or just your mood. I'm just feel more like, you know, I can talk to anybody. I can talk to females. I can, you know, I have no fear in that situation. I just in a lot more positive mindset. And I think, yeah, it's all of it's about your, you know, it can be your environment can really shape how you feel at times. So, you know, maybe you have to look into, you know, changing your environment that you're in, maybe the people that you're around, make sure you're around positive people. And maybe you might even need to move to a different climate if, say, for example, you get seasonal affective disorder. Hello to you, Polash. Welcome in here. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. So yeah, your environment can be a big part of it. Also, there's, you know, something to be said about diet, and also things like you know, exotoxins and things like that, that, you know, from the environment, things like you know, BPA and things like that. Oh, thank you for the sub, Tommy. Yeah, where are you from, Tommy, anyway? Well, you had have you got ADHD? Saffron says I have alopecia. Yeah, what is that like? You know, like a where I remember there was this guy in class at school where he had this like random patches of hair falling out, but I think he's got it under control. I don't know if it's like a medication or something. Alopecia is like when your hair falls out, but there's different types of alopecia. There's like male pattern baldness. There's like one where, you know, patches of hair randomly fall out, and then you've got ones where the hair completely falls out. Like there was this guy called Matt Lucas, like a comedian guy who's known for like having alopecia, where all of his hair falls out, even his eyebrows fell out. Like it just has no hair. It's like weird, but yeah. Anyway, share the live out if you can, guys. I'd really appreciate it. I think there's different types. Yeah, there's like probably about five different types, to be fair. Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I hope you've all had a good day anyway. Yeah, so any questions, guys? So yeah, I've been out busking today, made some money, got some, yeah. It's either of diet or the food you eat. Yeah. Nick Soul says, oh no, what? Why? High stress. Yeah, stress is I think one of the biggest factors, actually. I think when they find that hair loss is that, you know, a lot of it's linked with stress, high stress levels. So, you know, if you have a stressful job, or, you know, other factors like even family stresses, or, you know, like other things going on in your life, that you want to try and limit those as much as possible, because stress has been found to be one of the biggest, you know, things to speed up aging. Like if you have high cortisol, then it's linked with, you know, cancers, it's linked with all sorts of problems, heart problems. So yeah, you really want to get the stress down, and there is things that you can take like ashwagandha, for example, but I've heard that if you have low cortisol, you actually don't want to be taking ashwagandha, and it can actually make you feel like a zombie. So yeah, so make sure that you only take it if you actually have high stress, apparently. So yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So yeah, ashwagandha only for certain people. I think a lot of these things are probably the same as well, that if you have low stress, there's no need to be taking it anyway. It's like it's just gonna probably, I've heard it can blunt your emotions, and it's not really something you want. So waiting for my results next week. Hopefully it's nothing major, but it's very itchy, burning. It can be very severe as well. Yeah, well, good luck with that. But I don't know whether like something like minoxidil or finasteride would work on alopecia or not. I don't know. I don't no. I'm not an expert on any of that. So where is there hair falling out then? Like, where is it falling out? Like what's part of the head? Is there particular areas that, I mean, yeah, you have to let me know. But anyway, share those out if you can, guys. Yeah, there's not a lot of people in here at the moment, but hopefully it will start picking up soon. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here, I suppose. So I might need to share it out on the community tab or something. Hello, For Real Gaming, you're right. How do you deal with loss? You mean like a loss of a family member or something like that? I mean, it's something that, yeah, at the time it sucks, but it's like, honestly, like for me personally, it's like, I do feel like bad and all that, but it's like, I don't feel those intense emotions like a lot of people would. I don't know if it's maybe my autism or what, but I don't know, like, I mean, I do get sad that I never, get grieving and stuff like that, but actually, when my grandfather was going downhill, I actually experienced different symptoms, or I think subconsciously it was affecting me actually. Like, it was weird, it's a weird time, right? I suddenly started developing this stammer or stutter. My school work was going really downhill. Like, I almost got demoted a set in maths when I was like doing super well in maths, but they were almost going to demote me a set. And then I had low appetite as well. I was struggling to eat because there must have been some subconscious stress going on. So maybe it was affecting me subconsciously. So yeah, yeah, my dad has cancer. Oh, yeah, sorry to hear about that. So is that like a terminal cancer then or something? Like, what's the kind of like, yeah, like, yeah. I've heard like some people living with cancer for like years and years and years, even a decade or longer. So in some cases, I don't know. It depends on the type. Obviously, things like pancreatic cancer, you can go downhill very quickly with that. Bone and lung cancer, right? So is that like game over then? Is it? That's sad. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you're not struggling too much with it, because I understand, it is a difficult time, but yeah, you just have to focus on your own life, unfortunately. You just have to kind of continue. Hello, Enigma, how you doing? What's your channel about? You're in Scotland, are you? We talk about all things to do with health and well-being and relationship stuff as well. So like, yeah, like, and also like, self-improvement, stuff on like mindset, confidence building and stuff like that. We talk about things like that here. So yeah, that's what my main focus is here, but we kind of just get into a lot of different stuff really as well. But yeah, what's your name, by the way? Welcome to my channel. So yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, my name's Jamie. I live in York, England. I'm 29 years old. I was actually turned 29 on 19th of July. So yeah, I can't believe I'm only like less than a year away from being 30. But yeah, it's great to have you all here tonight. Yeah, not seeing a lot of my regulars yet, but yeah, hopefully they'll start joining soon, as might be a bit early for some. There's this guy in Australia who watches me, so I think it's a bit early for him, but he'll hopefully join later. Anyway, but yeah, give me share this out if you can, guys. I'd be really appreciated. To try and get some more people in here. But yeah, I normally go live on TikTok, but they freaking banned me on there for a week. Because I basically I did something a bit stupid, but yeah, the way I kind of retaliated at these trolls, and I said some shit that I shouldn't have said, but 30 so young, I was 49 on Sunday. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, nearly 50. Yeah, my dad's like 51. He's going to be 52 this year. So yeah, Um, but yeah. So anyway, what's your name, by the way? Thank you for the 6 likes, everybody. Much appreciated. Is anybody else still there, or is it just you? I don't know. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Feel free to ask questions. Let's get this shared out so more people see it. But yeah, I've been out busking. Say hello, First Click Cafe. How's it going? Go ahead and ask a question. And hello, Darth Vader. How you doing tonight? Welcome in here, people. Share the live out, everybody, if you can. I just need to be a bit careful because I'm trying to talk on here. The thing is, if I start talking too much, it can wear my voice out if I'm doing busking as well. And then, so I notice when I'm trying to sing the high notes, I'm struggling now. Hello, Nishant. What was the dinner? I did a whole wheat pasta with some mixed vegetables in it. So yeah. So nothing that exciting really, but what about you? What was for your dinner anyway? You've been here before, haven't you, Nishant? Good to see you again. You've been here before. Any questions, guys? Anything you'd like to ask? But yeah, nobody's going to stop me now. Yeah, I mean, I had a mixture of broccoli, cauliflower, peas, and carrots in it. So yeah, pretty good stuff, I'd say. But yeah. Anyway, so what did you have then? Anyway, but yeah, what was your question then? First Click Cafe. You said you have a question. So actually planning to go out busking tomorrow. I'm going to take this banner with me because it's got my socials on it. So hopefully I can promote my social media with that and maybe get some more subscribers because hopefully people will see it and then they'll want to go and watch me on my socials. So it might be a good way to build me up on the socials while I'm doing that. So yeah, you got to get yourself out there, haven't you? You know. Yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to make it big time. People were like, you think you're gonna get bigger than all these people? It's like, yeah, watch and see, Like on TikTok, I mean, I'm on 20K, literally 20,000 followers I've got now. And I've gained nearly 2,000 in the last week. So people can just laugh at me and think, oh yeah, but they don't know me. They don't really know what I'm about. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get this shared out, everybody. Make sure you follow it if you're new here. I would really appreciate it. But yeah. I should probably start eating some more spinach, but I've already eaten too much of that. It's not great because of all the oxalates, but it'd be good to have a little bit in because got some good nutrients in that. So, but yeah, anything, everything in moderation, basically. And it's they'll scare you with all these things, say, oh, this thing has got that thing in it, which is bad for you, but it's only if you eat it in excess. So, it's a lot of fear mongering out there. I think there's a problem you see with a lot of this, people promoting certain diets, for example, and they're like, oh, carbs are bad, fats are bad. It's if you eat any of it too much, I think it's bad. But the main thing is trying to just eat mainly whole foods and not eat too much ultra processed food. 'Cause that's gonna probably increase heart disease and stuff like that, increase the risk of cancers, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. Let me know if you're watching, guys. Let me just check the watch page because it doesn't seem like there's anyone. It's the chat stopped. I don't know if it's just people have stopped chatting or what, but yeah, just let me know if you're still watching. It says it's 4 people here, so I just go over to the watch page and check it out on there. But yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. I would really appreciate that. If you've got any more questions, then bring them up in the chat. Pasta is a processed food. It'd be okay to have 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, I mean, whole wheat pasta is not bad, I would say. I think whole wheat pasta's actually decent. It's better than white pasta because it's got fiber, it's got more nutrients in it than white pasta. Technically it's like a whole grain, so I mean, it's probably better than having bread or stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, what's oh, you mean like it's like oats? I mean, as in like whole wheat pasta. I meant like, I mean that's what we're talking. What's what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I mean anything. If you have it too much, it can be bad. But I just find it's a good filler. It's good just to get some extra calories in. I eat a lot of nuts, so they're good for like healthy fats and stuff. So I could just down a bunch of nuts. I get a lot of protein as well from that. So yeah, it's good to snack on. They're not that expensive, but they're actually less than like £2 a pack, and they have a fair few calories in them. So yeah, the pescatarian diet, almost like you can feel the cholesterol values getting better when you don't eat McDonald's. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Like yeah, McDonald's, it's not good, is it? And the thing is that those buns that they have in McDonald's, in it's full of sugar, isn't it? Those those poppy seed buns that they have on those Big Macs. So even it's like all these hidden sugars in foods. It's like baked beans, for example, unless you get the sugar-free ones, but they have a bunch of hidden sugars in them that people think they're eating healthy, but then they look at the stuff and it's like loads of added sugars, and yeah, and I'm not perfect, but yeah. But I've got some like apples that are like freshly picked actually, so I recommend people do that. If you've got apple trees around you, go pick them fresh. Or blackberries, for example. There's quite a few out this year. It's been better. It's been a bit more sun this year, but yeah, you can add them into like oats or something. Just gives it a bit more nutrition. Get some antioxidants in it. Yeah, blackberries are really good for you, and any kind of berry really. It's loaded with antioxidants. So or you could add it to a smoothie, for example. Maybe mix some banana in it, and yeah. So that's an idea as well. So yeah, so you're getting like food like pretty much for like nothing. Uh, no, oranges for vitamin C. Yeah, I've heard that also oranges are good for vitamin C. Actually, the best source of vitamin C, or one of the best sources of vitamin C, is rose hips. Are one of the best sources in the world for vitamin C. They're not the best. I think that there's some kind of plum or whatever. I can't remember. But it's like yeah, basically it's one of the best. It's something like 15 or 20 times more vitamin C than oranges per gram. So yeah, they're quite high in calories, but they're yeah not that high in calories, but there's quite a bit of carbs in them, and they're yeah, you can eat them raw, but you have to take the hairs out of them. But they kind of have a bit of an acquired taste, I would say. But yeah, I actually don't mind it. I've actually tried them before. But they can yeah be really good for vitamin C. There's also like vitamin B5 I think in them, and I think if I remember there was manganese and some other nutrients that you could consider them like a superfood. Lots of nutrition in them. So yeah, rose hips, pretty easy to identify. They're kind of like a sort of oblong sort of shape, if you will. They're like a berry, but they're kind of funny shaped. Yeah, Darth Vader says about blueberries, they are really popular in the bodybuilding community. What's that for then? Is it the antioxidants? I mean, I think quite like blueberries actually. I might actually get some and put them on some porridge. You can get like frozen blueberries and they're a bit cheaper. And I think frozen I've heard can actually be healthier. Has anyone heard that frozen fruit and frozen vegetables can actually be healthier for you because they lock in more nutrients? Because all that time that the fruit and veg have been lying on the shelves, it's actually been losing nutrients. I've actually got some pineapple chunks in the freezer. I might do something with that. Maybe I could put them in some oatmeal. I actually tried that once. So yeah, that'd be an idea for something to do. Again, yeah. So I've heard pineapple's really good for you. It's got this thing called bromelain in it. Have you heard of bromelain before? It's supposed to be like supposed to have some health benefits, but I'm not saying it does for certain. But there's been some research into it, some promising studies on this thing called bromelain in pineapples. So yeah, it's like I can't remember what it is. Is it some kind of fiber? I don't know. I'll have to look into what it actually is. There's the actual type of nutrient that it is, but yeah, it is something that some said that it might even help with the spike protein that people have been dealing with, especially, after getting a certain medical procedure, if you know what I mean. So yeah, like there's been some promising stuff on that, but I don't know if it's certain, but yeah, I certainly don't think that any like big pharma would want studies being done on that if it actually is effective, because then maybe people wouldn't be wanting to take any sort of experimental injections. I think it's about the antioxidants. Just seen a lot of people eating them for breakfast all the time. Heard about frozen veggies being better as they're preserved in a fresher state. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, blueberry is good. In fact, I used to go, we used to go foraging when I was a kid up on this hill. There was this place called Beacon Fell, which was like, about half an hour drive from where I used to live. And it was like this hill. It was like, we got to this like hillside where it was like up on like a high ground, like a moor. And we get like lots of heather and stuff like that. And then get these things called wimberries or bilberries, and they're a bit like blueberries, but they're smaller. They're probably like half the size of a blueberry. But I actually think they're even better tasting than blueberries. I actually really liked them, and they would put them in different things like pies and stuff, but which obviously not the healthiest. Um, but you could just use them in different things. But yeah, they're really nice just to have on their own. Actually, they're quite tasty. They're actually, if I remember, they were like red or purple inside. They were really really high in antioxidants. I think that they're higher in antioxidants than blueberries. And people like go mad about blueberries being like some of the healthiest foods out there. But yeah. I would be happy to just have blueberries in porridge like that. Some people really need like loads of sugar all over their food, and like I just don't see the need anymore, because I think my taste buds have adjusted to where I can appreciate just having like naturally sweet food rather than having to add a ton of extra sugar into it. A lot of this added sugar that's not very good for you. Like yeah. Anyway, so yeah, any more questions, guys? But yeah, thank you for the 7 likes, everybody. Much appreciated. But yeah. Blueberries are, yeah, I've heard that, it's got a lot of health benefits, of antioxidants and all that. But yeah, blackberries are good as well. They're really good for you. So they're good, low on the glycemic index. So they're good for people who have diabetes, apparently, because I think they're only something like 25 on the glycemic index. I think it's I think raspberries and strawberries are pretty similar as well. So yeah, berries are generally pretty good for diabetics, because it doesn't just like rush straight into your blood, and it causes like blood sugar spikes really quickly, like, which is something you don't want, especially if you have diabetes. So yeah, but generally most fruit is okay for the general population. All this fear around fruit, I think, is just ridiculous. You get people like Eddie Abu, but the thing is with people like Eddie Abu is he's just abused his body with these steroids, and he's telling people that they should stop eating fruit. But it's like, why should they take advice off him when he's been? Hello, Budgie, how you doing? You all right? Yeah. Why would someone take advice off him? He's been taking steroids for so long, and now he's trying to tell people how to be healthy. It's mum. All right, okay. Are you in with another account? Are you? Hiya, chicken. What's going on? Are you not using your other account anymore? Anyway, thank you for the 9 likes. Let's get to 10 likes. But yeah, I've been enjoying it on here tonight. We've been talking a bit about health and stuff. So this is I've been out busking today. Made about 25 quid. So pretty happy with that. Just standing there around singing some tunes. It was quite fun, actually. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I sung some new ones today, but I'm thinking of singing some new ones tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I've been. I might sing that. Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to plan it out at the moment. But yeah. Nishant says, "What do you do if you won the lottery?" Good question. I mean, I think I'd probably get a nice place. Like first, I'd probably get like a one of those like villas, I reckon, be really nice. Probably somewhere for like 1 million, something like that. If I won lottery, it depends on how much I won. But I probably, say if I won 5 mil, I'd spend 1 million on that, and then just kind of, that would be, and then I'd probably, help other people as well. I'd probably, let people come around, stay at my place. We'd have like, some good times. Villa for 3, 4 million. I suppose it depends on where you get it. I mean, if you can get some pretty cheap in like Portugal, but it all depends really. But yeah, even some of the Eastern Europe. I mean, you can get them cheap there, so you could. It depends on what you're going for really, but a nice house for the family is my dream too. Would do the exact same thing. Yeah, I'd have one. I could raise a family in. We'd have all sorts of cool things in there. We could have freaking swimming pool in there. Could have like all sorts. But yeah, I mean, it's 3, 4 minutes. That's all. It depends on how much I won a lottery. But yeah, but like I say, also depends on where you buy a villa. I mean, I was in some really cheap places in somewhere like like Eastern Europe. Thing is, with somewhere like Southeast Asia, I've heard that if you actually want to buy a house, you have to marry it into their country. Like you have to marry like a Filipina, for example. Otherwise, you can only like own a condo. Like you can only own a bit of a property. You can't actually own a house. You can't own the land that the house is on. You can only own like a part of a maybe you could get like a duplex or something like that, but you can't buy a whole building. I've heard it's what the rule is. Unless you marry into them, you could only ever own half of a property, which kind of sucks, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, but yeah, it would be great to have a nice house, but it's not really like that big of a deal. No foreigner can own land in the Philippines. Yeah, that's right. So you would have to, isn't it like where you'd have to like marry it into their country to like, you can always lease. Yeah, and there's cost to that, isn't there? So that's the issue. Like but I suppose the cost would be very, very cheap. But would you be able to actually buy a house without actually? Because I remember someone was saying you can buy a condo over there, but I think it's like I was looking into it. Some of these condos, even just to rent them, pretty cheap. I mean, and some of them you can even get, relatively cheap, and they'd have facilities like they might even have a gym on site, and they might have like a swimming pool that they share. So, that'd be pretty cool, right? So in some cases, like you'll get a better lifestyle over there for like half the money that you would spend here. It's crazy. Like like the purchasing power. If your money's coming from like the UK economy, for example, if you start up like your own coaching business, and it's and you've got a location independent business coaching or mentoring or something like that, where you could be anywhere in the world. You could be working on a beach. That'd be the dream, right? If you could be anywhere in the world, you could be in Thailand, you could be in the Philippines, you could be in Malaysia, and you could just be sat on the beach. I mean, thing is though, yeah, it might sound like a dream, but I've heard though that people get fed up of that after a while, because it sort of makes people less motivated to actually do anything. And they start to get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not actually really striving towards anything anymore, because, like, why do I need to bother? My life is peachy. I've already got everything I want. So they're less motivated to want to actually accomplish anything more. So that can be the issue of that, PPP is good. What does that mean? Sorry, PPP. If I'd live on Swedish welfare in Turkey, it would be equal to 2 full-time wages over there. Really? Is that right? So you're in Sweden. Hang on. Swedish welfare in Turkey, it would equal to 2 full-time wages over there. Yeah. You're saying that Turkey's really low cost of living, you're saying? Like the purchasing power parity, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's all down to whether you got a online income. Of course, if you're earning like for example, if you have your own small business over in somewhere like the Philippines, for example, then you're probably going to get paid like freaking 200, 300 pound a month or something, maybe a little bit more, but you're probably not going to be making a lot. So this is why you would need some like online income really if you want to make a decent living over there. But if you can get an online income, affiliate marketing or something like that, then if you can make even 500 or so, then you can probably. I mean, ideally you'd want to be making over 1,000 a month to live a comfortable life over there. But yeah, if you're earning 2,000 plus a month, then you're living a really good life over there. Like, which is crazy because that's pretty much like the average wage over here. For what you could basically the average wage over here, you'd be living like a king over there. Yeah, but it's about trying to get your business to that. So, so it's been stuff I've been looking into, but it's not really something I'm really that bothered about at the moment. My main focus at the moment is busking and just getting out and just enjoying life. Just getting out there, singing some tunes and entertaining people. Something I've always liked is to entertain people and make people smile and just get and interact. So yeah, that's why I like doing magic tricks. I like to wow people. So maybe it's because I just never really had a lot of friends growing up, and it was sort of like my way of kind of getting some validation off people. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know, but I enjoy doing it. It's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It helps to build your character up. So definitely something I recommend doing. You could be a busker doing anything you want. You could juggle. You could whatever talent you have. Or you learn a talent. Learn something that so that you could get good at. Try different things out. Once you try something and you get kind of good at it, you want to focus 100% on that thing. People talk about monk mode, and I think there's a time and a place for monk mode. Maybe for like say 3-6 months, maybe 12 months max. You don't really want to be going too long on monk mode because I think it can get a bit, where you get socially awkward or whatever. Try and find balance, but it might be good to really go hard for a certain amount of time for a few months stint, and then just kind of have more balance and sort of you don't want to cut off people for too long really, but it's just. Some might say you don't really need to go monk mode at all. You can just have balance, and you can still talk to people now and again. But yeah, just try to stay focused on a certain thing that you're trying to get good at, and that's how you're going to basically get ahead of 99% of the population. Because most people are not doing that. Most people are just very fickle. They just keep moving from thing to thing. If they're trying to actually, make it, shall we say, then they're not actually probably ever going to, because their minds always keep switching. They're fickle. They're like, oh, I'm going to try drop shipping for a while. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh, I'm going to try affiliate marketing. The thing is, they never actually give something enough of a chance to see any results happening. So they give up before they get to that inflection point, because naturally that's what's going to happen. Is the first few weeks or whatever, you're not going to get much results, but then you're just going to get to that point where you're going to start seeing that it's going up like that. So yeah, as you get to this where it's like nothing's happening, but then there could be this inflection point where you could have a massive jump in your sales. It's like that critical mass theory, where it's like you get to a certain point in your development with something where things just suddenly start to fall into place. Yeah, you're right. Call of Duty gamer. Not too bad, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. Yeah, are you still there, man? Yeah. Yeah, Darth Vader says yes. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the 10 likes, guys. Keep hitting the like button if you haven't already. I don't know how to restart the live because yeah, it's kind of dead in here, but maybe it's worth a restart. What do you guys think? It's sort of it's kind of stalled now, so yeah. Yeah, eating jacket potato and salad. Oh, cool. Yeah, at least you're having something kind of healthy. Yeah, I'll start again then, shall I? All right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I believe you could do great podcast show. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.